Did you know that even though there are tens of thousands of words in the English language, you really only need about 3,000 of them to say anything you need to say? I'm teaching 3,000 words in 3,000 days. Stick with me and you'll get a new word every day. Double, double. Double is when you have the same thing twice. So I have a times 2 here to show you. Double is when you have the same thing 2 times. So I have a picture here to show you times 2. Double. If I'm going to double a number, like if I double 2, then I get 4. If I double 3, then I get 6. This is a double bed because 2 people can sleep on it. It's a double bed. Now, usually a double bed is the same as a full size bed, which is a little narrower than a queen size bed. So we have in beds, we have what is called a twin, which for some reason sleeps only one person. And then we have a double bed, which is the same as a full size bed. And that sleeps 2 people, but it's narrower. Then we have a queen and we have a king. Those are the widths of the beds. Some other synonyms for double are dual, twin, but not in beds. Binary, meaning there are two opposing sides. If something is very binary, you have it this way or you have it this way. There's not a third way. Twofold is the same as times 2. Twofold. Duplicate. If this is an adjective, you say duplicate. I want it in duplicate. If I say it as a verb, I'm going to say duplicate. Okay? Usually if we have this ate ending on the end of an adjective or a noun, we'd say it. And if we have it on the end of a verb, we say ate. So duplicate if it's not a verb, duplicate if it's a verb. Multiply. So double is to actually multiply by 2. Increase, they hope to double their profits. Replicate, and this works the same way. It's a replicate. This is a replicate. That's a noun that says this is the same as a duplicate. It's a replicate. I need to replicate those findings. Replicate is the noun. Replicate is the verb. Clone and twice are also synonyms. Double. She ordered a double espresso to keep herself awake during the long morning meeting. That meant she had twice the caffeine. She ordered a double espresso. The company decided to double its production to meet the growing demand for its popular product. They decided to double its production. That means if they were making 100 items, they made 200 items. If they were making 1,000 items, they made 2,000 items. Double. He worked double shifts at the factory, hoping to save enough money for a vacation. So factory shifts are interesting, and we call them first shift, second shift, and third shift. First shift, so here's first shift, is usually, it's early morning, so it's usually like 5 to 2 p.m., 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Second shift would be, second shift is from 2 to maybe, they're usually 8-hour shifts. So 5 to 2, is that 8 hours? Might be 5 to 3. And then this would be from 3 to 11. And then third shift is from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. There might be some overlap, like 5:30, and these guys come on at 5. There might be some overlap, but this guy worked double shifts. That means he worked this one and this one, or he worked this one and this one, okay? Double shifts. Now, I just did something kind of interesting. I say this one and this one. I'm referring to these shifts. The word one I need to use because this is an adjective. I can't say he worked this and this. I need to say he worked this one and this one. Okay, he worked double shifts. Now, if he worked swing shifts. He was working double shifts, but he was working in the morning and not the middle one. But I don't know. This really would be a double shift too because it ends or it starts at the same time that this one ends. So just he works through. The magician performed a double take, showing his surprise when the card he picked disappeared instantly. So a double take is when you look twice. What? And it shows surprise. I look at it and then I have to look again because I'm surprised by what I saw. I'm not sure the first time. I have to do a double take. To stay fit, she tries to double her daily walking distance, gradually increasing her stamina and energy. That's a good way to do it. I don't think it's the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to increase it only by 10%. It depends on you and your age and your health, right? But to double your walking distance would be to go from, say, 1,000 steps to 2,000 steps, or from 1 mile to 2 miles. That's a big jump to go from 1 mile to 2 miles. So the opposite of double is single, but a single person, the opposite is married. So single has many different meanings. Double means two of the exact same. The noun is double. The verb is double. I'm going to double that. So you need an object. I'm going to double it. We especially use this when we say, I'm going to double the recipe. I plan to bake bread later today, and I don't think I'm going to double the recipe. I have 4 children, and when they were small, I always doubled the recipe. But now only 2 children live at home, and the other 2 of us don't really eat bread. So I don't think I'm going to double the recipe. The adjective is double. Double trouble is a common collocation. When you see 2 people who are good friends and together they create mischief, you might say, oh, double trouble. And doubly, I'm doubly sure that this is the right decision. That is how you would use it as an adverb. Doubly sure.
I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Use it 5 times today, write it down, commit it to memory, and I'll see you in the next lesson.